Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving back into the Declutter series and we are decluttering my highlighter collection. I absolutely love a beautiful highlighter. Bold, beaming, sometimes colorful, or a little bit more subdued when it comes to going to work. But I absolutely love highlighter. It is one of my favorite things to put on. And it's not just one drawer that we're going through. I have 2 drawers of highlighters and we're gonna go through, we're gonna swatch, we're gonna see and decide what things need to stay, what things need to go. I do ask that you not request any used items from my collection. I don't feel comfortable sending out used makeup. That's just my personal preference. I do have a couple friends that are willing to take some of those items off of my hands and they will receive them. There's also some organizations that will accept gently used items, but looking at whatever's in my collection, I'll have to make that decision when it comes time. If it's expired, it's going directly into the rubbish bin and it has no reason to stick around in anyone's collection. Also, if you love declutters, I have an extensive playlist. It isn't located in the drop down box, so you can go and check it out. There's declutters from when I started them on my channel back in 2019, some ranging from 2+ hours each, and then some that are a little bit shorter. So depending on what you're looking for, what you want to check out, what you want to see from my collection, you can definitely go and check out those other declutters, including the ones that are currently being decluttered in this series. Now you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see what's in the highlighter collection, what's staying, what's going, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, we are going to start on the first drawer of 2 for highlighters. This is absolutely absurd to the point that there's a couple that didn't fit in here and they're just set in on top. This was in the bronzer drawer because this is literally the Glamlight Hershey's and it says Face and Body Bronzer. This is not bronzer. This is highlighter. So I'm just gonna swatch a couple of them. Like, look at that. That's gonna be gorgeous on the shoulders, the cheeks, just wherever you want like gold glitzy beaming. I don't even know if it's like the right spot to be in the highlighter drawer, but I am gonna keep this. I haven't played with it because it's been in the bronzer drawer. So declassified as bronzer and reclassified as highlighter. That's where that's gonna go. I'm also gonna try my hardest to swatch as many of these as possible because some of them are pale. This one from 𝐕𝐈. I do like 𝐕𝐈 as a brand. This one's a little bit, because it's like a cream highlighter and it's not really my cup of tea as much as I want to keep it because I do like 𝐕𝐈 and it's very beautiful and subtle. I am gonna pass this on. There's gonna be a lot of Too Faced in here and I don't know if I can get to all of them. All right, so this one is the Moon Crush Out of This World highlighter in Shooting Star. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Really like it. Gonna keep this one. She is beaming and looks good on a lot of skin tones. Ooh, Rare Beauty. I took this one with me to Germany. Absolutely loved it. This liquid highlighter is so beaming, which brings me to the powder baked highlighters from Rare Beauty. These are staying as well. So this one is in the shade Mesmerize. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna highlight, or I'm gonna swatch as many as possible. This one I'm not going to because it is going to, well, never mind. I'm gonna do it because why not? I don't mind looking like a glitter disco ball. Just look how gorgeous that is. And it goes beautiful on top of cream or powder. After you set, before you set, it's gorgeous. And then I have Exhilarate. Oh, so beaming. These were sold out for a long time. There's no reason, like, there's no way you don't understand. Like, they're gorgeous. This one's Flaunt. This one's a little bit darker. So I have a lighter shade, a darker shade. Ooh, gorgeous. This one from Sigma. This was the Little Mermaid in, this is Seashell. So this one kind of has like a different iridescence to it. Ooh, really gorgeous. Kind of has like a purpley pink under hue. Look at that. So I do like this because it's kind of ethereal and I've used this type of shade in like my alternative looks like for Halloween and just sometimes a good costume party. Ingla, I have this one that I picked up when I was in Poland and this was the Jennifer Lopez collab shades Live in the Highlight and what is this? Sparkling Dust. Doesn't have a name. 01. Shade 01. I'm gonna keep both of these. One's a little bit lighter than the other. I do like a beautiful loose glitter Look, I don't even need to swatch it. Look how mesmerizing that is. And then this one is the J.Lo one, which is a little bit deeper. So in the summer when I have a really good tan, keeping that one. Ensley Rain, Light in Your Eyes. Look how gorgeous. Okay, so this has multiple shades in here. You can just dip into one or you can dip into all. Look how beautiful that is. Very pigmented. So using your finger, I wouldn't have go in as heavy-handed as I did, but with a brush, a little bit more dispersal, it is absolutely breathtaking. Look at that glittery yumminess. Like I'm gonna need a makeup wipe to get that on. Okay, this one from Clionadh. This is in the shade Bitter. Absolutely love this highlighter. I did take this with me to Europe. Look how gorgeous. She is stunning. Ever so slightly. Beautiful peachy pinky shade. Oh, look how gorgeous she is. Keeping that one. I swear there are some that I'm gonna get rid of, but this is my primary drawer, which means these are my favorites. And I know, like I already know, like these three, I've already looked at them. We'll get there. So LYS, this is their highlighter stick. Really gorgeous. This is in the shade Brave. Beautiful. Gonna keep that one. It's gorgeous just dabbed on there, but then when you blend it out, beaming gold shade gorgeous. Disney Villains ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter. This is Maleficent. Ooh, look how gorgeous she is. Still creamy, beautiful. ColourPop is affordable and has some gorgeous beaming highlighters. Maleficent is staying. One Size, this was the Disney Fantasia collab. Bit of Magic highlighter. Really pretty. So I don't know. Oh, there you can. So when you shift it, it has a different impression. Look at that gorgeous highlighter. I need to reach for this more. Ooh, beautiful. We've got Benefit Cookie. This one is a gorgeous highlighter. I have a face palette, blush, bronzer, and highlight, but the highlighter that's in there isn't the cookie one, so I bought this separate when they sold it separately. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful and icy. I feel like this is a little bit pale, but it is like it blends out nicely. Patrick Ta, this is the Major Glow Cream and Powder in Sugar. This one I feel like is too light for me. Now there is the cream, which is under the acrylic cover, and then there's the powder. The powder, it's okay. But then with the cream, it's like a glaze. So I need to go back and look because I didn't take this one with me, so I wasn't using it that frequently. So you put the highlighter down and then you've got the glaze on top, and it just makes it glossy, highlightery. I need to play around with this more. I don't have enough of an opinion because I didn't take it with me. So as much as I want to like, yep, bye, I also want to give it a shot. Some affordable brands, I've got Sephora and Catrice. So Catrice, More Than Glow highlighter. This one I had shipped to me when I was in Germany. Really gorgeous, very beautiful. This one's in the shade Supreme Rose Beam, keeping that one. And then the Sephora Colorful Luminizer in the shade Sparkling Honey. This one's got more of like a pinky gold or rose gold. Very beautiful. So keeping that one. All right, these three, since I know I'm gonna get rid of. All right, this one we need to actually do color comparisons. So this is the Touch and Soul, not Touch and Soul, Soul Body from ColourPop, the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. So this one's in the shade Jingle Jingle Jingle, and it's kind of like a light pinky shade. Then you've got the Soul Body in Pink Truffle. She's kind of pinky. And then you've got Catwalk, which is even more pinky. Now, we're gonna go ahead and swatch and compare. All right, so these two are very similar. This one has pink, this one has, they both have pink in it. I think I like this one more, which I think it's this one that I swatched first. And then this lighter one. So I think this one I'm gonna get rid of, which is Jingle 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 from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer collection. I like it, it's cute. It's just, I'm gonna keep, I think this one because it's a deeper pink, and then this one because it's a lighter pink for now. Might as well go ahead and swatch them right next to each other. Ooh, very gorgeous. Okay, we have more right here. Might as well knock these out because I can't get to the rest of these that are in the back without moving these ones. So Hollywood from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter in Champagne Glow. Why are the names so long, you guys? Really pretty. I also feel like I have similar shades, but I like Charlotte. I do. I need to look at all of them together, honestly. So we've got this one. We have the Pillow Talk Multi Glow Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter in Dreamlight. This one's a little bit deeper, so I'm probably keeping this one. And then I have the one in Romance Light. I am not trying to break a nail opening these. I do also like the packaging on these. Like this one's got the glitter that moves around. Oh no. Oh no. It's smattered. No, no, no. This hurts my heart. This hurts my heart so bad right now. Okay, I have just a little foundation brush. I'm gonna push everything back in here. This hurts so bad. However, I can keep the compact and order a new, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I took this with me to Germany. I shipped it back. I knew I should have, oh my gosh. You guys, this is such a gorgeous highlighter. I love the light shades. It was one of my favorites. Oh, this hurts my heart so, so bad. We're just gonna close that one up for right now. I'm keeping the compact no matter what. The pan is probably gonna need to be replaced, and I'm gonna see if I can order the light shade because it is gorgeous. I don't know if what's on the brush right now is going to pay off how I want it to. Just right there. Can you guys see that? And that's with our brush application. Oh my gosh, that hurts my heart. I love my Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. This one is a little bit deeper, so when you push all of them together, I've got a little bit more like bronzy gold. It is one of my deeper highlighters. I don't have a lot of deep highlighters, but this one I'm gonna keep. I do like the packaging. It has the glitter fall in there. I was about to get rid of this because I was like, oh, I already have a light one. I guess I'm gonna keep this one for now. Dang it. So I'm keeping this one until I can replace the other one. And then I'll probably declutter this one. Okay, you guys, I have Odin's Eye. I had this in the other drawer only because this didn't fit when I came back. So I grabbed it out because we're going to compare, see if I need to keep all three of them. Do I need to? No. Am I going to? I don't know. All right, so this one is Azure Shine. This was from the Soulmane Moonlight Heal collection, or this is the Soulmane Moonlight Heal highlighter. So this one's got the bluish hue to it. I don't know why I closed that. I want to keep it open to compare. This is the Luminous Highlighter in Gentle Firefly. This one I think has like a reddish hue. Oh no, this is like silvery blue. Ooh, and pink undertones. So this one's got blue undertones. This one's got pink undertones. And then this is the Soulmane Sunlight Love Blusher. This isn't a highlighter. This is, yes it is. This is not a blush. Ooh, this one's more silver and blue. Oh dang. They have different like undertones. Let's see. So this one's more glittery. This one's more silver sparkly. Ooh, I know I don't need to keep both of them. I am keeping this one for sure. This is the Gentle Firefly. However, I think I want to keep this one, which is the Love Blusher in Moon Tears. And I'm gonna get rid of Azure Shine. JD Glow Essence Pressed Highlighter. Oh, I used to wear this nonstop. Do you see how much love this got? It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at her. She's not going nowhere. I do not have a lot from JD Glow, but man, is that highlighter mesmerizing. She's staying. All right, MAC Cosmetics. There's quite a few more, so I'm gonna hold off on these until I can clear this. So Kylie, this is the Winter Rose highlighter. She's gorgeous. Ooh, keeping her. You guys, highlighters are hard for me to get rid of. I know there's gonna be some that I get rid of. 𝐂𝐲𝐇 London, the confetti highlighter. Oh, this one is gorgeous. So looking at it, it looks kind of weird. But then, ooh, and it's got the gold tones. I will say, this isn't as mesmerizing as the JD Glow, which is a similar tone, but more payoff. Oh, so do I want to keep subtle or beaming or both? I don't know, you guys. Sometimes I need a subtle highlighter for work. I think I'm gonna keep it for now. We'll see, because there's still tons more in the drawers. I might get rid of more, who knows? I know I've got more Fenty in here. I don't know where the other Fenty, what is it, Diamond Bomb? I have it in my collection. I know I do. I don't know where it's at. This is the red one. So this is the Hollow at Me, and it has like the pinkish red undertones. Look how gorgeous. The pinky tones are breathtaking. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice. It is really pretty. I use this for like special occasions when I want to do something different than my usual. So keeping that for now. I know I have other like holographic ones like that. The Toy Factory Dream Set in the shade Bisha. This one's so tiny and cute, but it's not my favorite. It's just, I have others. This one's not as beaming as some of the other ones. And I know I just said I need to keep subtle, but like this is really subtle. So getting rid of that one. So Diamond Glow from 𝐬𝐶 Cosmetics. This one is in the shade number 3. Look at her. I accidentally bought this twice and someone got this in a giveaway. Ooh, look at her. Absolutely stunning. Definitely if you need like glittery highlighter yumminess, for sure. Judy Doll highlighting powder. So she's pretty. I liked Judy Doll and the products, but this one's just not the same like level of highlighter that I use. I am gonna pass this on. I do know I have a friend who likes subtle highlighters, and this is one that was right up her alley. All right, these two I have to compare together. So Revlon Skin Lights is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy. So Amrezy, special edition, not released. So they released it for like a second time, but it hasn't been released again. So beautiful, luscious. And then the Revlon Skin Lights, which you can still get at the drugstore, in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. Look at that. Like almost the exact same shade. I do keep this one because I like to use this. I would love to use the Amrezy on camera, but when you guys are asking me what highlighters I'm using, I feel guilty using this knowing that it's no longer available. So I will use my Revlon, but I keep both of them. They're so great. They're so gorgeous. Look at that. And actually, like the Revlon Skin Lights looks like it's more like luminizing. Whoops, please don't break. So this is Revlon. This is Amrezy. Why does this one look so much better? Ooh, I'm keeping both of them for now though. You guys, I have a makeup wipe on standby because I keep running out of room with the swatches. Okay, this one from Charlotte Tilbury and this one. So I have both of the Hollywood Beautifying Wands. This one is in the shade Pillow Talk and this one is in Spotlight. Both gorgeous shades. I didn't even like push anything out and that's what's on the cushion right now. Okay. I do need to push more out on Spotlight. I haven't used it as much. Okay, so Pillow Talk has more of a pinky tone, whereas Spotlight has more of a champagne. So keeping both of them. Charlotte Tilbury, it is gonna be very hard for me to say I'm getting rid of any of the cream products. They're gorgeous. And then even then, the other one that was catastrophized is hard for me to let go of it. These two from Cali Ray, two different shades. So Starlight Beach, this one's the lighter tone and it feels loose. Oh yeah, this one broke. Crap. I need to press this one back in. I'm keeping it though. Look how gorgeous she is. Okay, I need to press her. This sounds like a project for later. And then this one's in the shade Moonlight Beach. She's a little bit more golden. Look at those, really pretty. So keeping that one. All right, now I have the MAC ones, a lot of them. So this one, can already tell you, I'm not getting rid of it. This is the Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This was also a special edition they put out for Lunar New Year. Has the dragon. She is gorgeous. That one's staying, that's for sure. And I had a second Double Gleam, didn't realize that I already had it and purchased the special edition. And then I gave one of my friends the original one that I had. And then this one is the Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This one's got a little bit more of gold, so two different tones. Ooh, I also need to look at this one because I have the Hyper Real Glow palette. That one's Melt. All right, so MAC, this is the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. Ooh, and this one's got the pinky, like glittery undertones. See, this is making it difficult. I really thought I was gonna declutter one of these. Oh, this one? This one's not going nowhere. This one is the Snow Flushed Extra Dimension Lumen Skin Finish. Can't talk anymore. Look at her. Do you see that pinky yumminess? All four different shades. Keeping her as well. See, I'd probably keep this one and get rid of the Fenty one. Which, all right. So this one's out because I have the pinky finish and a more pigmented pinky finish in MAC in this limited edition. So Fenty Beauty in Hollow At Me. I'm gonna pass this one on. All right, and then we have the Here Comes Joy Face Powder Opalescent. She's pretty. I don't know that I need to keep her though, because I mean, she's kind of like a rose gold. I think I'm gonna get rid of her. I have shades that I've like kept in other palettes. I'm gonna get rid of her. All right, so these four are staying. Really thought I was getting rid of 1, 2, maybe 3 of these. I didn't. I'm really bad at this. Hyper Real Glow. I couldn't tell you what the shades are in here because they don't have names. All 3 of these shades, if I remember correctly, are absolutely gorgeous and they like increase in pigmentation and color. So I'm keeping the palette. Really good to travel with, especially because there is a gold shade in here. There's kind of the champagne. Yep, keeping that one. You guys, I'm not doing good at decluttering this drawer. Melt, this is the Illumination Highlight. Ooh, see, I'm not getting rid of that one. How gorgeous she is. the pinky tones. I know the other drawer is for sure gonna have some that I get rid of, but that one's staying. She's gonna go right there. Ooh, gorgeous. Casper the Friendly Ghost from Profusion. This is the fabulous holographic highlighter. Ooh, but I also know I just kept similar shades. Ooh, she's gorgeous though. I have a friend who's gonna want her. Look at that. Or him. It's Casper. Casper the Friendly Ghost. As much as I want to keep it, it's so cute. I did just keep a bunch of blue and pink, and I'm gonna pass this on to a friend. Okay, we have some Jacqueline. Okay, I've got this one and this one. I know I have probably loose ones from her too. We're gonna find more from Jacqueline. Okay, so this is the Flurries highlighter. Really gorgeous. Bulky packaging, like come on. Seriously, why was the packaging so? This was a special edition for the holidays. As much as I hate how big the packaging is, it is a gorgeous highlighter. Like, can we appreciate how gorgeous that is? And I did just keep a bunch of them this similar shade. I'm gonna hear it in the comments. I know I am. That I kept so many, and Jacqueline isn't even a brand anymore. But you know what, you guys? I spent my hard-earned money on a bunch of this stuff, and it's so gorgeous. Okay, I know I'm gonna get some hate. This one is the Skylight Putty Highlighter. Why not? So creamy. Okay, so I just put this one down. I'm gonna put this one right here. See, this one's got more gold. This one's got pinky undertones. And then this one is in Iced. And this one's the lighter shade. Why? Why do highlighters have to be so gorgeous? I also love how beaming my hand is right now. It looks flawless. All right, for right now, this is a powder. These are putty highlighters. I'm gonna keep both because the putty highlighters are in 2 different shades. Okay, we have some of the drugstore ones. This is the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers in the shade Halo Effect. This one kind of has like a pinky tone. Really pretty. I do still need to keep some affordable ones because when I do a drugstore video, I do need to have options. Really like this one, so I'm gonna keep it. Wet n Wild highlighting powder in, it doesn't say, did I rip the shade name off of it? Precious Petals is literally up here. I can't read. Has the goldish tone, so a little bit different than the pinky tone that I just kept. Really pretty. I wonder how this compares to the Revlon Skin Lights. Maybe I need to start comparing like my drugstore and high-end highlighters to each other. I don't know, is that a video you guys would want to see? The NYX Born to Glow Icy Highlighter. Okay, so this one reminds me of this Too Faced face palette, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. So this is in the shade Platinum Status and Diamond Chains. Really gorgeous. So you've got the highlighter powder, and then you've got like the glitter topper. All right, so here's the powder highlight. Really pretty, and then the glitter topper. Look at that. So by themselves, really gorgeous. And then you take the glitter topper and you put it on top of here and you have it just mesmerizing. So you can do kind of like the Fenty Diamond Balm, or you can do like a highlighter, a regular powder highlighter, or you can mix them together. Look at how breathtaking that is. So I am gonna keep this one. And NYX has some beautiful highlights. If you just saw my video where I reached for this, you know I'm not getting rid of this. This is the Stila Heaven's Hue Highlighter in Kitten. This is a putty highlighter. It doesn't look like she's gotten a lot of use. She has. This used to be like a dome. Look at that. It's just ethereal. This one, like I've been going back and forth on whether this is like my wedding highlight. I still need to do that video, you guys. I just had gum surgery, which I'm surprised I'm talking right now, but I haven't been filming because I just had that surgery. So we'll get back into makeup tutorials. I did pre-record, so you're not really gonna realize that, but it is such a gorgeous highlighter. Artist Couture, this one is in Sex Posé. This is the Diamond Luxe Luminizer. I wish I could say, go and buy this. Artist Couture has eyeshadow palettes now in other products, but they don't have this or the loose Diamond Luxe. I forgot what the names are, but this is kind of like a rose gold. Really gorgeous. The highlights, out of this world. I am gonna keep it because I can't repurchase it and it is gorgeous. Oh, I meant to show you guys this one right after the NYX one. Now, here's my thing. You have this soft focus. I don't use this. This is one of those, like the Hourglass ambient lighting palettes where they have the soft focus powder. I don't use this. As much as I wanna keep it, it takes up a lot of space. The highlighter is really pretty, but it's just like the diamond. The NYX one had more diamond glow. Like, let's just do a comparison of just the NYX, like, look at the sparkle. So I'm gonna keep the NYX. I'm gonna get rid of the Too Faced. Okay, these two from Bobbi Brown. I love Bobbi Brown. Packaging is gorgeous. Do I think sometimes it's too bulky? Yes. Look at, like, why so much packaging for one highlighter? Highlighter's gorgeous. So this one is the shade Pink Glow. It was a winter release for the holidays. I love the packaging though. I think I have a face palette or an eyeshadow palette with this packaging as well. The highlight is gorgeous though. And then this one is Golden Hour. Really pretty. So both of these are gonna stay. Love them. Okay, �𝐓𝐇. Is 𝐿𝐹 still a brand? I don't know if they are. This is their custom enhancer palette. 3 different shades. Really beautiful. So you got the deeper shade, the lighter shade, and the pinky shade. Really gorgeous. Ah, do I keep these? As much as I want to keep 𝐿𝐹, I mean, they're gorgeous. Look at the shades. Really beautiful. I did just keep a ton of these colors. Ooh, that's hard. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna pass it on. This one from Too Faced, the Hyper Reflective Highlighting Palette. This actually has like the scent to it because it's supposed to be ice cream. I did use this the other day, and as much as I want to keep it, I wasn't like super in love with it when I used it because of how glittery it is. And I have tons of other palettes, and I know I've got a friend that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you got rid of that. It's mine. So as much as I want to keep it, the packaging is cute. But I have other highlighters that I kept that I was like, ooh, I love these more. Like, the glitter is so chunky. If I want chunky glitter, I can take a regular highlighter and get chunky glitter and like do all kinds of stuff on it. This one, no, I'm getting rid of it. Milani. Okay, I've had this for a while now. This is the Shimmering Face Palette Luminoso Glow. I don't know why I don't reach for this. It's got like the blush toppers and then highlighter. Oh, look at that, like as blush toppers. I feel like I need to put this in like the face palette drawer. But then I've got like highlights for all my friends. I don't know. But also like Luminoso, that blush was gorgeous. And those are all the deeper shades. So, oh, look at that. And they're so buttery. Okay, I need to reach for this more and I am gonna keep this. Okay, from Fenty. This is the Matchstick in Ice Cream. I like the contour matchstick, but I don't know that I like, I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think that this was a subscription. I don't think I purchased this one. Okay. I really just want to reach back here because I have a bunch of, so I've got these 2 from Ofra and I've got these 3 from Ofra. And I feel like I even have another palette from Ofra. So I think I need to go through these real quick. All right, so we have Milk and Cookie. Oh, I can already tell you the Milk and Cookies collab. This isn't going anywhere. It's got the 2 shades mixed together. They're gorgeous. I'll show you in a minute. This one is Pillow Talk, so it's kind of like a pinky tone. This one is Blush Stripes Illuminating. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to swatch these. This one's from Madison Miller in Moon Dance. And then this one is Glazed Donut. This was Nikki Tutorials, I think. So, okay, Glazed Donut, as much as I want to keep it, look how white that is. I can't. It's gorgeous. I want to keep it. I can't justify keeping that. So Glazed Donut is gone. This one from Madison Miller, a little bit lighter, like a little bit closer to my shade. It is still pale. This one from, which one is this? Steph Tom's. This one's Milk and Cookies. I'm going to mix both of them together so you can see, which is how I usually use that one. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep this one for sure. This one is this Pillow Talk? Yep. Pinky Hue. I'm going to get rid of that one. The Blush Stripes. Mixed together, it's gorgeous. Okay, I'll keep that one. And then Madison Miller. I'll keep it for now. So I kept 3 out of the 5. Okay, you guys, I did go and look at my Ofra palettes and I did not keep shades that I have in that palette. Okay, so Too Faced Pinker Times Ahead. This is the Cheek Popper Blushing Highlight. This one's gorgeous. I am going to keep this one. Really beautiful pinky shade. Way more pink than some of the other shades I've kept. From Floss, oh, this one's gorgeous. This is in the shade Sunset. It's like a putty highlight. Look how beaming that is. Keeping that one. Fenty Beauty, this one's the Sandcastle Kilowatt highlighter. I love this one. Do you see where I've made an indent just in this corner? It used to be, and it needs to be, again, my like everyday highlight. This just stayed on my desk, which is where it's about to go because look at how gorgeous she is. This was my inner corner, my brow bone, my cheeks, my nose, you name it, it went. That is one of my favorites. Sandcastle, gorgeous. Ooh, Profusion. This, I wasn't sure. Drugstore can be hit or miss. This one, gorgeous. This is in the shade Flare. Beautiful gold shade. Very wet looking. Keeping that. I mean, you gotta keep some of the drugstore ones. Physicians Formula. This one's gorgeous. This is their the Muru butter highlighter in rose gold. I think when I decluttered my Physicians Formula last time, this was the only one that's like, look at that. It's the only one that stuck around. Keeping that one. It's so buttery smooth. Hence butter highlighter. Okay, I know I'm getting rid of at least one of these. So this one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in So Hollywood. This is a loose highlighter. This one's too dark. I don't know who I thought I was kidding. This one is way too dark. It's pretty and it's got some color payoff. I'm just not keeping it. And then this one in Vegas. Okay, I might keep Vegas. It is kind of gold, it is lighter, but the other one is not. Okay, you guys, I lied. I just put So Hollywood on my leg, which has a tan. I'm keeping this shade and I'm getting rid of Vegas. Apparently Vegas is too pale for me now, but So Hollywood with a tan isn't so bad. So I'm gonna keep So Hollywood and get rid of Vegas. Also turns out I need to test my highlighters on my leg. This one from Juvia's Place. I really like the Juvia's Place one. However, I think Cleo is actually too pale for me. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna see, but I might have to repurchase in a deeper shade. I don't know if they still have their loose highlighters. It's a mess. That's my fault. I probably traveled with it. Look at that. Okay, you guys, I did just swatch that on my leg. It is so pale. It's gorgeous though. Look at how gorgeous she is. I'm gonna keep her for now until I can buy a deeper shade. Oh, beautiful. This is the 𝐂𝐍𝐄𝐄 Soft Glow Highlighter in the shade Heavenly. Oh, this one's gorgeous. It's like a putty highlighter. I say it's like a putty highlighter. It is a putty highlighter. Look how beautiful that is. You guys, I am beaming. Like, look at all the shimmery yumminess. And she is beautiful. So keeping the one from 𝐂𝐍𝐄𝐄. Why am I throwing things at myself? Okay, this is the Becca Champagne Pop. So Becca's no longer a brand. Smashbox bought the rights to Champagne Pop and sells the Smashbox X Becca in their line. This is a gorgeous shade. Look at that. So keeping her, look at that. And they sold the formulation for this. Like that was a controversy when they said Becca was no longer a brand. Like what was gonna happen to Champagne Pop when she was a cult favorite. So keeping her. Berry M. So this is a European brand. I picked this up when I was at, what was it, Boots? This shade's really pretty. However, it is very, very, very pale. It is a really pretty like pinky tone, but I bought this when I was not tanning and it was okay when I was pale. But this one I'm gonna get rid of. It is nice and creamy though. Okay guys, we have the 𝐿𝐹 Halo Glow. So I'm gonna get rid of this just like I did the cream contour and the blush only because I've had this for a while. I know they're expired. They are gorgeous, but I can also see like right through here, it is starting to break down. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. It is beautiful. So if you need one of these, pick it up. Okay. We have the Maybelline Master Chrome. So this one is in the shade Molten Rose Gold. This is gorgeous. Not getting rid of it. Beautiful. Love it from the drugstore. Maybelline is a beautiful brand. And the highlight, oh, gorgeous. Now this one from Puma, the Chrome Highlight, is in the shade Knockout. This was limited edition. It's got the pinky gold hue to it, so I'm gonna keep this one as well. You guys, it's all starting to like blend in together, even though I've used a makeup wipe to clean my hand off. All right, so Pat McGrath Labs, we have the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in Nude Opal. She's gorgeous, also expensive. Look how beautiful and ethereal she is. Keeping that one. I don't know why she's in the back of the drawer. She's beautiful. The, what is this? Wet n Wild Hello Halo. This is a blush lighter. So you've got the highlighter, the blush topper in the shade After Sex Glow. Really pretty. I'm not getting rid of this one either. It kind of gives me the NARS Orgasm, but affordable at the drugstore. So keeping those. Glam Light Pina Colada Highlighter. I don't know why I was looking for a shade name. That's literally the shade. This one is so icy and pale. Beautiful. I don't think I have a lot of Glam Light highlighter, so I'm going to keep this one. What happens when I need to do a full face of Glam Light? The Flower Pyramids. This one's in the shade Rose Glow. These are gorgeous. Mixed all together or just one shade. Also, you can like lighten it up or deepen it up if you need to. Oh, look how buttery smooth and beautiful. Keeping her. Last one in this drawer, and my battery's about to die. You guys, I'm surprised I made it through. This is the One Size Wicked. Look how gorgeous she is. This one's well, it used to say Defy Gravity. Let's see. Ooh, look at her. Beautiful. So I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, you guys, I have reorganized the drawer. I know some people like seeing it on camera, but this is just too much to try and like organize on camera. So I kind of put it in here how it was before, kind of. So palettes are over here. I have the Glamlight Hershey's one in here along with the MAC and the Milani, the two that I kept. And then I have some of the other ones that have been kind of stuck in the back that I haven't been seeing. And then my loose ones are right here, especially like the round ones. They're going to be in this container, so they're a little bit more organized. And then my round ones are also up here. I like keeping them in this kind of area because this is the right size that it like pushes forward. So there are some palettes or some compacts back here that I can, like, if I need to, I can grab these out and push this forward and reach for them. But for the most part, I have a little bit more accessibility. And then this pocket is currently empty. So I do have some that aren't in here, like the one that I need to repress from 𝐂𝐒. The secondary one is still left out, so I can do what I need to before I put it back into place. And then of course the Charlotte Tilbury, because I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with it, whether it's just keeping the compact and reordering the insert or trying to press it in myself, and then it's just going to be all one of the mixed shade. This one, just like this one from Charlotte. So just how this has the 4 different tones that you can just kind of dive into individually or mix them all together to get the deeper tone. That was the same way this was, and it was the lighter shades. So I could just do kind of like the champagne pop, or I could do the pinky hue. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous palette or highlighter. Like I said, I'm really bummed out about it. It happens. But I'll figure out my way forward with this one. It's staying out. I did also decide that the 𝐬𝐓𝐇 Confetti, I'm going to get rid of it. I kept a lot of shades that were similar. I just don't reach for it. And then the Ofra Madison Miller. I don't have this shade in other palettes, but I do have other Ofra palettes that I'm probably going to keep as well, and similar shades in there. So these 2 are gone. Rare Beauty, keeping these 2, but they don't fit in here so well. Like I can do an individual one, but there's still a lot of space. Like it would fit in here with the 𝐂𝐒, and I guess I could put it there for a placeholder right now. But a lot of times they're just on top because they're kind of like a domed shape. They're not flat. And then my LYS was always just kind of like here because it's the triangular shape. And then my 2 little like Hollywood wands, they just kind of right there go underneath just so smoothly. So that's how I have this set up right now. I have kind of my squarish and my roundish ones, anything that could like roll away or not like stand on its own, no problem. Oh, and this one's not gonna stand up, it's too tall. So this Rare Beauty one will probably just hang out here, or sometimes I'll put them, no, this is too high up. Maybe put LYS here, and then this one from Rare Beauty, that fits actually. So it's kind of like a little puzzle trying to figure out where everything fits, but I got rid of enough that I have this little pocket. I'm sure I'll move some stuff over from the other drawer into this drawer to reach for it more frequently. I did have a couple purchases and some other highlighters, but I also don't want to over jam the drawer again either. Okay, so numbers wise, I started out with 87 in this drawer, and now with the 2 that I got rid of. So these 2, let me see, where's my, oh, I don't have a container. Okay, for the ones that I decluttered, so these 2 that I just decided on, Ofra, so, but from 17 to 19 that I decluttered out. I know that's not a lot. I'm sure I'm going to hear about it, but like I said, I do purchase a lot of it. Like this one was PR. There's a couple that I might have been sent, but for the most part, I spent my hard-earned money on this. So these are the ones that I have gotten rid of if they all fit. And then there, that is the 19 that I got rid of from this one highlighter drawer. We still have the second highlighter drawer to go through. Okay guys, we are on to drawer 2 of the highlighters. I have a feeling that we're gonna get rid of more from this drawer than we are the primary drawer. Starting out, I can already tell you, so Natasha Denona, this is the High Gen Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. Really gorgeous, love this, absolutely beautiful. It's in shade 02 Medium. Look how beaming. One of my favorites. I really love this. This should actually be in the main drawer, but when I got back, I was just trying to get everything to fit. And so some of my favorites, like the Dior, this one as well, there's a couple of them that ended up in this drawer because I just didn't have room in the primary drawer. So starting out, keeping Natasha Denona. Since we already started talking about it, this is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I've actually wanted to pick up a couple other shades, and then there was one that I really, really wanted. It was sold out before I like picked it up. I love this because I've got 4 different shades, really beautiful. I can put this as a blush topper. I've got the champagne or the gold and the white. And then when I mix these two together, they're actually quite gorgeous. So I will blend those two together a lot. Very beaming, does not accentuate texture. And then the bronzer, really beautiful, like on the shoulders, or if you want a deeper highlighter, perfect as well. This is one of my favorites. I want to say this is 01 Universal. Really love this, not getting rid of it. I have quite a few from Christian Dior. I didn't realize I've accumulated so many. So I have this one, which was Pink Halo. Oh, okay. So I picked this one up because I haven't picked up a pinkish one from Dior yet. And then I do have this one, which was a special release for the holidays. This is 001 Lumiere. Like I said, limited edition. Ooh, look how gorgeous. And then this one was their like spring release. And this one is 004 Coral Glow. Okay, so this one, they're all different shades. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm probably not getting rid of any of these. This one's got the pinky tone. This one's got the champagne. This one, gorgeous. Right after you do your blush and you pop this on, it's a beautiful like blush topper. I love the packaging on it. Then you got the champagne, which can we appreciate that? And then we have the pinky glow. Very beautiful. So keeping that as well. Okay, can we talk about the Huda Beauty face gloss? I picked it up. I haven't tried it before. It wasn't really, like I wasn't really sure about it. As much as I wanna like this, I'm an oily skin gal. This face gloss, first off, why does it look like a petri dish? It's fine, that I'm not worried about. It has like a pinky tone and the gelish texture isn't like horrible, but it's not my thing. This one, I am gonna see if I have a friend who wants it. It is brand new. It looks weird, really weird. But my oily skin is not a fan of it. I tried a couple different ones. It's not my thing. So I do like Huda. I love a lot of her products. This was just, I don't think I'll ever pick up another face gloss. Okay, we have this one from Lancome. I did just pick this one up. It is the eSkin Transforming Highlighter in shade Light Glow. There are, I want to say 5 different shades when I went and looked at Ulta and figured out. So I got one of the, this is the lightest one. Really beautiful, more of a like natural glow than like a beaming. So I am gonna keep it for right now. I can use this one for work. It's actually a really good everyday one for me when I'm in uniform. So keeping this one for now. Oh yes, I didn't know I had, did I have a highlighter? Aim High? Oh, shoot. Why is this in this drawer? Look how, oh, look at that, beautiful. I also need to keep some of my gold highlighters, but this is the Brave Champagne Pressed Highlighter Powder. Really love LYS. Their products are exquisite. So keeping that one. L'Oreal Infallible. I do love this from the drugstore. This is in the shade Champagne Glow. I also broke this on the way back from Germany, but it is a gorgeous highlighter. Let's see, where can I? Oh, look at that. So keeping this, especially because I do need to keep some from the drugstore, this is a really good one. Okay, I've kept this one for a long time and I love Patrick Starr. This is their collaboration with MAC before he had his own brand. Really gorgeous bake highlighter. However, it is a bit deeper. Like I tried it the other day and I want to say it's a little bit too deep for my skin tone. It also doesn't have the same payoff as I remember. So I am going to get rid of this. This is from Douglas. It was one of the makeup stores out in Germany. I really liked some of their makeup that I tried out. This is the highlighting powder in Radiant Bronze. First off, highlighting in Radiant Bronze. This one's kind of like a champagne gold. It is really pretty. I didn't realize my hand wasn't under the camera. Really gorgeous shade. I don't know that I need to keep it. I do think I have a friend that would take this off my hands. I'm never gonna be able to pick up more from Douglas. I don't know, I'm torn. I really liked it, but I also know that I've got a friend who would take it off my hands. I think I'm gonna give this away. This one from Billion Dollar Beauty, liquid highlighter in Mystic. It does look like it's starting to break down. I have had this for a little bit. It is a really pretty shade. Do love a beautiful glowy cream highlighter. Look how gorgeous it is. And it just kind of looks like lit from within. But I am going to, it does look like it's a bit expired. So I am going to put this in the rubbish bin. From Merit, okay, I've had this for a while. I did my partnership with them 3 Christmases ago. It's a gorgeous highlighter. This is in the shade Kava, really gorgeous. Although I do know it needs to be thrown away because it has long lived past its time in this drawer. It is really gorgeous though. I do recommend it if you want to pick it up and you want something that's a little bit lit from within. Beautiful highlighting balm, but mine is expired. I know I've had it for a while. From Luxaza, this is their highlight in 03. Really gorgeous shade. Let's see. Okay, so right here is the highlighter from Luxaza. Really gorgeous. And then blended out. Beautiful. But I have had it for a little bit, so I do know that it needs to be thrown away. They are found on Amazon, so if you want to try out Luxaza, affordable on Amazon, really gorgeous. This one I just got from Florisys while I was in Germany. This is their Gentle Waves Aqua Glow Highlighter in Lilac Haze. I do also like that it has the expiration date, so this doesn't expire until September of 2027. So I've got some time on this, and look how it's just so ethereal and buttery smooth. Let's see, look at that. So I'm gonna keep that one. Dang it. Okay, I feel like I keep jumping between my creams, my powders, so I think I'm gonna knock out my gel creams, all those first. So this one is from Fenty Beauty. It's the Liquid Kilowatt in Hustle Baby 2.0, shade 03. That is a mouthful. Really gorgeous shade. It does look a little bit deeper. Let's try it out real quick. It is kind of liquidy. I thought it was a gel, but it is like gorgeous and beaming. Okay, I am gonna keep this one for now. It does need to be shaken up. It is a gelish consistency once shaken, but if it just sits, it does get kind of like more liquidy than gelish. Okay, I have these 3 from �ㄇ𝐓𝐇. Actually, I have 4 of them from �ㄇ𝐓𝐇. So I wanna say 3 of them are kind of like an iridescent, and then this one's more of like a champagne. The nice thing is they have expiration dates. So this doesn't expire until November of 2025. It is the shade Tea Cake Glow Bloom Liquid Highlighter. So I got some time on this one. Ooh, she is beaming. So just a little dot goes a long way. That one is staying, keeping. Okay, so this one does not have an expiration date, but I know that I purchased these after I purchased this one. So these are probably still good too. This is a shade Stardust. Ooh, oh, that one is gorgeous as well. So gonna keep that. Never know when you need like a pinky red. We have Solar Flare. This one I think has more of like a reddish orange than a pink. Ooh, yeah, this one's more pink. This one's more red. And then we have Flying Comet. I wanna say this is like purple. That was a lot. That was maybe too much. Oh, that's like a icy, oh, ooh. Okay, so this has like a pinky white hue, and then this has like a more peachy and pinky hue. Okay, I guess I'm keeping all 4 of those. This one I've had a long time. This is the St. Lux Liquid Glow, shade Rose Gold. Oh, it's gorgeous though, but I know that I've had it a long time, and it is probably very expired. But I'm gonna still swatch it so you guys can see the shade of it. Ooh. Yeah, it is pretty, but I know it's expired and I probably shouldn't have still kept it in my collection. We have these 2 from Tarte, the Glow Tape. These were a Christmas release. Was it last year? It wasn't this past year because I was gone. So this was almost 2 Christmases ago. I have Pearl Glow and Amber Glow. Ooh, that was gorgeous. Really pretty gold shade. I know that they have some of these still in their collection. This says that they're good for 6 months, which means these are also expired. And then Pearl Glow, it's a bummer with creams. Like they do have a very short shelf life compared to some of the powders. They are gorgeous. So if you've ever thought about picking up the Tarte, if you're looking at price comparisons like between Charlotte Tilbury, who has some really beautiful glow-ons, or even Tarte, if you want kind of something that's a dupe of it, you could definitely pick those up. And I know Tarte does a lot of really good Christmas collections. So if you're wanting to pick stuff up like this, definitely recommend that. But I have to declutter them. Okay, I still have this one from Juvia's Place. This one's gorgeous, the shade Ivory Light. I wanna say I picked this one up right before I left. Right there. Ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm gonna keep that one. And it doesn't even accentuate the lines on my hand. Like, look how smooth my hand looks right now with that. And this one from Dior. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer. I picked this up while I was gone. This one's in the shade Nude. This one is so good. This should also be in the other drawer. I reached for this one so much while I was gone. And that is way too much, but it's fine. Look how gorgeous. Keeping that one, of course. I have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Pink Diamond Stick Highlighter. Let's see. Ooh, that is pretty. I didn't even remember that I had this one. Look how gorgeous she is with the gold glitter. Keeping that one. And then I think this is the last liquid for right now. Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Highlighter. Is there a shade on this one? Nope, it's just liquid highlighter. This one's good for like on the shoulders or the décolleté if you're trying to do like a glowy, like large area. This is really pretty, but it's not something that I would use on like my face. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this because I do have a lot for like the neck and décolleté. I have a friend who would take this off my hands. I know she will. Okay, one last one, and I just realized that this is also a liquid. This is the Spring Magic from, who is this? Unearthly. This is the incandescent liquid highlighter. And I want to say it doesn't have the shade name on it, which is why I kept the box. It's in the shade I'm Sprung, but I'd never picked up any of their like highlighters or glow wands or anything like that. Ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's kind of like an alien green. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, now that I think I've gotten rid of most of my cream products, we'll dive into the rest of them. All right, so this one right here from Pat McGrath, this is the Bridgerton collab. What shade is this? And Incandescent Gold. Look how gorgeous. I do like this one. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, can we appreciate how gorgeous that is? Okay, we have a bunch from ColourPop. A lot from ColourPop. Okay, so this one from Twilight, this is the shade Meadow, Super Shock Highlighter and Pearlized. Ooh, still creamy. It doesn't have as much of like a color payoff. It's pretty. I think it's time to get rid of it though. Let's see. These ones are from Frosty. So I had this shade Icicle Spree. Ooh, very icy. I don't use a lot of icy whites anymore though. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one is Winter Wonder. This is even more icy white. Yes, this one's gonna go as well. I'm not pale enough to pull off icy white. And then I also have shades like this in eyeshadow palette. So if I really, really need an icy white shade, I can just pull from my eyeshadow palette. Because they're still creamy, I've got friends who would take them. This one in Flute Punch, gorgeous. Feel like I'm gonna end up keeping this one if it's not dried out. Oh, so creamy. Keeping or break it when I drop it. This in the shade, oh, Flexitarian. I've had this for a while. This is probably dried out. If it's not, I'll be surprised. Oh, seriously? Okay, I know I just said I was getting rid of a bunch of like my white shades. This one still has, I'm gonna keep that one. Flexitarian is gorgeous. Ooh, this one's in On the Cusp. This was a Kathleen Lights. I had the worst brain fart. Her name is Kathleen Lights. One of the first YouTubers I was following, her and Tati. Look at that one. On the Cusp is gorgeous. Let's see. So keeping that one as well. I am really surprised that these like Super Shock highlighters are still as creamy and buttery. If you keep them sealed, they will last. And Goody Two Shoe. This one I don't remember if I was like a huge fan. Ooh, it's so creamy. It's more gold than like champagne. This one I think I'm gonna end up getting rid of. Where can I put it? Right here. Yeah, that's not really my shade. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. There's also these ones from ColourPop. Let's see, can I get them out? All right, so this one from Tinkerbell, Happy Thoughts. This one's kind of like a pinky shade. Really like this one. Oh, it's still buttery smooth too. So this one is staying. Gorgeous. From Winnie the Pooh, this is Silly Old Bear. This one I don't think I'm keeping. It's a pretty like yellowish gold, but nope, I'm gonna get rid of it. Chiffon. That's gorgeous. I just don't know if I'm gonna reach for this. Oh, it looks like it's drying up and yet it's still like creamy and buttery and look at the yumminess. I do not need to keep it though. Look how wet it looks on the skin though. And then Part of Your World. So this was Ariel in one of the princess collabs. Oh my goodness, how is it still so creamy? Oh, I don't need to keep it though. I am gonna get rid of it. I'll pass it on to a friend. I do have some of like the loose powders from ColourPop. So this one is In the Groove. Ooh, see, I love this shade. Look how gorgeous that is. So this one I'm gonna keep. I do like the loose powders. And then this one in 𝐎𝐓𝐇. I think this was what, Becky G's collab. This one's a little bit deeper. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. I'm gonna keep that one. It's really gorgeous on the shoulders. Ooh, there's still more from ColourPop. I have these two from the Princess collections. This was the Disney Designer collection. This is Andalasia, the pressed powder highlighter. I like this, but I don't know if I like it more than my Super Shocks. Let's see. It is pretty though. I'm gonna keep it for now. And then Horse and Carriage. This was Cinderella's. This one has a lot more love. It does feel a little bit more dry right here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Actually, I just need to be honest. I'm gonna get rid of both of these pass them on. Okay, now that we've made some room. Oh, here's another one from ColourPop. This is the light sticks from, this was the Lucky Penny collection. This is in the shade On a Streak. Ooh, it is pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. I don't know that I need to keep it. I did just keep a lot of the Super Shock. I'm sure I've got someone who wants that, especially because it's still so creamy. Okay, I think we're on to just powders. This was the, or is the �𝐬𝐃𝐄𝐒. This one has an expiration date of 2026. Okay, the Viva Shine from �𝐬𝐃𝐄𝐒. So there's 3 different ones. Look at these, they're gorgeous. These are their bento stacks. Like they have them for shadows, they have them for highlighters. Okay, so, ooh, kind of a gold shade. You've got the pearlescent, ooh, look at that. So you could honestly build these up where you could just have like your basic highlighter, you've got your crushed pearls, and then you've got your like glitter on top of it. Look gorgeous. I'm gonna keep the bento stack. Okay, I have from Artist Couture. Okay, so these are the loose glitter powders. I have the shade Rose and Illuminati. Illuminati is gorgeous. This one I picked up. It was one of my first ones from them. Rose, I think I got in a subscription box. Both really gorgeous shades. I don't even need to swatch it. Like you can see how shimmery that is. This one I'm gonna keep. Illuminati is gorgeous. One of my favorites. Keeping that one. And then Rose, ooh, beautiful as well. Keeping both of them. Like I said in my, like the previous portion of this, when I had the pressed powder or pressed highlighter from Artist Couture, they don't have their highlighters on their website anymore. They have eyeshadow palette or 2. So I'm gonna keep my Artist Couture ones. Cover FX. Is Cover FX still around? I haven't seen them lately. This one I like because you have 3 different shades. You got Rose Gold, Celestial, and Moonlight. And then they're broken into 3 different quadrants. I actually just broke this out the other day and used it. It's really gorgeous. So I like that they had the little like covers, because if you saw the Artist Couture ones, they were a mess. Downside is I have a hard time opening them. Ooh, this one got a lot of love, but before I make a mess with it. So do I have to say if I'm keeping this? But if you want to know, I am. So I do like this because this is good for travel. If you want a couple different shades, this having the sifters on it to keep it under control, and then you have the 3 different shades, but you can also mix them, which I've done with the Moonlight and the Celestial to kind of get like a champagne shade. So love that. These 2 from Moira, really like these. I have one that kind of has like an iridescent pink and then one that's a little bit more of like a champagne shade. So I've got Reckless Love and I have Love Struck. So look how gorgeous. Both very gorgeous. So this one's got the pink shift and then this one's more of just like a yellowish gold. I do like Moira. They're a very affordable brand. The quality of their products are really nice. Gorgeous. Keeping those. Have this one from Natasha Denona, the Diamond and Glow. There's Diamond Powder and Duo Glow. All right, so you've got the pinky tone, which kind of has like an iridescence to it. And then you have the glitter for on top of it. So you do the pinky shade and then you can put the like glitter on top of it, or you can just do them separately. Gorgeous. Keeping that one. Since I already did the one Natasha Denona, here's the other one. This is the Golden Highlighter Trio. You have Pearl, Skin Glow, and Bronze. Oof, look at those. Beautiful. Keeping that, no question. I'm running out of room, you guys. I love highlighter. It can just transform your makeup. But keeping this one. I have these one from P. Louise. This is the Magic Dust Loose Highlighter. I have the shade Magic Peach and Twinkle Toes. I want to say Magic Peach. It's very much white, but has like a peachy shift. Oh, and it still has the, ooh, little powder puff. Let's see. Okay, well, then this one, I want to say this one was one of my, like I preferred this one, which is Twinkle Toes over, oh yeah. Like this one's pretty, but I really like Twinkle Toes. I think I'm gonna keep Twinkle Toes and get rid of the peach. Is it Magic Peach? So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, now this one is empty. Let's make some room. Okay, we have the 𝐕 Cosmetic. This is the shade Autumn Pressed Shimmer Powder. I don't remember where I got this one from. Is it a subscription box? It is pretty though. I don't know that I need to keep it. I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's pretty, but I got a lot that I kept, so gone. Oh, I've been looking for this one. It's in the wrong drawer. This is the Fenty Diamond Balm. Cult favorite, not getting rid of it. I just got rid of the other one. Look at that. It just looks like shimmering wet diamonds on your skin. Are you questioning if I'm keeping that? It's staying. These two are REM Beauty. I have the shade Miss Neptune. She's interesting. And then we have Miss Mercury. Okay, so I have a normal champagne shade, which for me is normal because it's what I can wear the most. Also really pretty. And then Miss Neptune. Ooh, that is a really pretty blue, which I always need different shades. So keeping both of them, they look really wet and like smoothing on my skin. From Jaclyn, this one is the shade Iced. I just kept some from Jaclyn. I need to get in the other drawer. I'll be right back. Okay, I dove into the other drawer because I have these three that I already kept. I didn't realize I had a third one or a fourth one. And then I also have the loose. The loose one I'm most likely gonna keep. This one, oh, there's another one. Dang it. Okay, so there's two of these loose ones. We're gonna compare those. This one is in the shade Iced, and this is just highlighter. I do like this component. Makes it nice and easy. It's right there. However, I also have this one, the Reflective Light Putty Highlighter in Iced. Are they the same shade? They look similar, but let's see. Ooh. Okay, this one has a little bit of yellow in it. This one is more like whitish in tone, but do I need to keep both? Oh, why? Why are they both the same name and yet one looks more gold and one looks more icy? Hence the name is Iced, but I think I'm gonna keep this one. One, it's slimmer packaging. It also pays off way better than this powder. I wish this one because it's a different shade and it's fallen out already. I could glue it back in there, honestly. But this is also a deeper shade. I used it the other day. I really like it. I can glue it back in there. Or I could just depot it and put it into something else. But I wish this one was in this packaging and I could interchange them. But I'm gonna pass this on to a friend because I'm sure I have someone who wants the powder, but this is doing its thing. So keeping those three, I'm gonna put those back in the drawer and this one's gonna get decluttered. But then I do have these two loose powders. So I have All Lit Up. This is kind of like a, what is it? Loose glimmer powder. So it's kind of more like glittery. Ooh. Look at how shiny and beaming that is. This is also good as like on the eye type of glitter shadow as well. So I am gonna keep All Lit Up. Let's see, the shade Light Show. Is this one deeper? Oh, let me see. It's pretty, but I'm gonna keep All Lit Up and get rid of this one. This one just sparkles more. I'm gonna show you. Look at that, that's why I'm keeping it. Do you see the difference? Also, she took down her brand and you can't get these anymore, so keeping that one. Okay, I have a couple from Kylie. So this is her new formulation right here, and then these are her old formulations. I think I'm gonna keep her new ones, but we'll go. So Cocoa by Kylie. This is the shade True Mama. It's pretty. I've had it for a little while. It's a little bit more like icy white, but I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then Kylie and the Grinch. This one's got more of green, the Littlest of Who's. Had like a greenish undertone. I'm gonna get rid of that one. And then this one is Ice Me Out. This was her original shade. When she reformulated, she made sure to keep it. Very like icy white, wet on the skin, keeping that one. And then Stassi x Kylie in Bestie Energy. This one has kind of like a goldish yellow hue. I'm gonna keep that one. Really like those ones. From Sigma, I have a highlighter in Savannah. Really beautiful. Nice and wet and gold. Keeping that one. Pure X Barbie. One, the packaging is adorable. So cute. Love this. It's in this shade, well, the signature highlighter. It's pretty. I just never reach for it. I always mix these two and it's gorgeous, but I never reach for it. So I'm gonna declutter it. Iconic London, the Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter in Universal. Ooh, I will keep that one. I do like Iconic London. RMS Beauty, this is the shade Prosecco Fizz. I love RMS. They have such gorgeous products. Very nice and wet. This one's a little bit kind of like a champagne. I keep that one. Their blushes are gorgeous. These ones are from Kaleidos. I've got Star Surfer and Ray Rider. So this one is Star Surfer, kind of like an iridescent pink. Keeping that one. And then Ray Rider is like my everyday because it's kind of a champagne shade that I can use. Look how gorgeous that one is. Nice and wet. Oh, this is my loose one from Kylie. Really, really, really like this one. This is one of my favorites for like inner corner and brow bone. Look how just wet this looks, just even in the cap. And it's beaming. So gonna keep that. Look at that. I need to wipe my hand on you guys. It does get a bit messy, so I do not travel with this one. This one stays home. Okay, we have from 𝐬𝐿, and I do like 𝐬𝐿. This is the only one I have. This is the Dew Wet Balm in Rose Water. So I was just talking about the dewy glossy balms, like the one from Huda Beauty. I prefer this one because of the texture and how it looks on the skin. Like, look how gorgeous that is. This one is so beautiful. I keep that one. This one from Flower Nose. I love their packaging. Can we appreciate the packaging? This is their Little Angel Collection embossed highlighter. This also does have the expiration date. So this is 2027. This is in the shade Paradise Lost. Can we appreciate the pressings? I love their stuff. I just bought their new collection. Like, look how gorgeous that is. Keeping Wet n Wild, I'm So Lit. This was freaking viral for a long time when I started my channel, watching all the different YouTubers. Every single person was using this highlighter. Mind you, you got this for like $4 or $5, and that's a lot of loose highlighter. I don't know that I need to swatch this. Like, look how beaming that is. That right there. Just pick that up from the lid. And then right here, look, I'm not getting rid of that. Especially, it's a beautiful drugstore highlighter. Okay, we have this one from Glamlight and Hershey's Cookies and Cream Highlighter. Okay, I don't know that I need to keep this one. I mean, they're gorgeous. Okay, do I need to keep them? Let's see. Those are pretty. I guess I'll keep them. ColourPop Dream Sequence. These are the Super Shock highlighters. You have 4 different shades. Those are really pretty. Okay, they do feel a little bit dried out. They're gorgeous shades, but I don't know that I need to keep them. They, like I said, they feel a little bit dry. Color payoff is not as good as like the ones that were in the individual containers. It's the only problem with like a Super Shock palette. They're not airtight, like the little components. So this one is gonna go in the rubbish bin. Okay, we do have these big palette or big compacts. Oh shoot, there's more ColourPop in here. Okay, we'll start right here with Marc Jacobs. Like I said, Marc Jacobs is no longer a brand. They were supposed to be coming back. Well, no longer a makeup brand. They were supposed to be coming back. I haven't seen any updates on this. This one is in the shade. So this is Omega Glaze in Guilty. I love the details. Also, since it's no longer available, I'm keeping it. Look at that. Gorgeous. Keeping that one. And then I also have this one in Showstopper. Ooh. I feel like this one right here is much creamier and like brighter, glossier. I don't know that I want to keep Showstopper. I mean, it's swatched, it's prettier. Okay, I'm keeping both of them. Marc Jacobs Beauty, when are you coming back? Okay, we have these 4 from ColourPop or Soul Body. So Barbie and ColourPop, shade Beach Party. Okay, this one is interesting. Ooh, I'll keep that one. This one is the shade You're a Catch. Ooh, this one's icy white. I did just keep all those little like, actually, I think I'm gonna get rid of the big compacts because I just kept the small tiny ones. This one from Soul Body in the shade Pretty Peachy. Okay, and I did keep these 2 and they're smaller and they're the pinky shades. So I'm gonna keep the 2 small ones and like get rid of the big ginormous ones. It's pretty, but I just kept a smaller one like this. And I have friends that are gonna be thankful that they received these. And then this one in Find the Book Shimmering Body Powder. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if I need to get rid of this one or I should get rid of this one. Look at that. Gorgeous. I didn't keep a green one yet. No, did I? Maybe. I might hold on to this one just for now. I need to figure out if I kept a similar shade, but these 3 are gone. You guys, we're getting down to the last of them. All right, so Beauty Bay, love their products, the quality, the price point, impeccable. This is the Living My Best Light Brilliance Bouncy Beam Multi-Use Highlighter Palette. So this one is all powders. I do like how buttery smooth they are. Look at those. I'm keeping this. So I'm running out of room, you guys. I think I'm just putting on top of more highlighter because why not, right? But look at that. So keeping those. The Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey Highlighter Palette. I love Beauty Bakery. Ooh, these shades are gorgeous. I feel like I kept some that had like, or just brighter. They are pretty though. Ooh, I'm gonna pass this on to a friend. I know I have a friend who will love to have this in their collection. We have the Jeffree Star Northern Lights Supreme Frost Pro palette. Also, can we talk about how chunky the palette is? Like, that takes up a lot of room. But there's a lot of cool like shades in here. So you've got 6 different shades, a bunch of fun different colors. And Jeffree Star gets a lot of hate, but the quality of highlighters and shadows. Okay, I'm keeping this palette because I have dove into this palette a couple times for like Halloween or special events, and I needed to have like some different shades when it came to like makeup. So I am gonna keep this highlighter palette. Don't come for me. I know someone out there is gonna hate that I kept it. You don't have to like him, but the makeup is good. 𝐴𝐓𝐇 Glow Essentials Highlighter Palette. This one is so good. Look at this. Beaming, gorgeous. I can tell you without swatching that I'm not going to get rid of this, but we're going to swatch it anyways, just so you can see how gorgeous this is. Look at those. Look at that. And then we have this one and this one. Look at those. Right here and right here. So keeping those. Okay, the last ones are all Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're all very different, and I'm probably keeping all of them. Yep, so I've got the deeper, darker tones. I have the Nicole Guerrero, the lighter tones, really pretty peachy pinks. I will swatch all these. Moonchild, gorgeous, fun colors. And then the Aurora. See, they're all between these two and the Patrick or the Jeffree Star. I have the fun shades that I need to keep, whether you like them or not. All right, so this one is Moonchild. Granted, these ones are no longer available. I want to say I picked these up when they were at like TJ Maxx. I have had a lot of fun with these, like for Halloween costumes or Christmas events. And then you've got Lucky Clover and Blue Moon. Keeping that one, which means because I've got that green, I think I can get rid of the ColourPop Hocus Pocus one. So keeping that palette, because now I've got the thin palettes that are consolidated now. Now we're into Aurora. Gorgeous. See, I have all the fun shades now between 3 different palettes. And then there were 2 more shades. So this blue from Orion and Lyra. Yep, keeping those. Now this one from Nicole Guerrero. This was released like a couple years ago. Really like these shades. Look how gorgeous those are. Those are your like everyday shades. And then Glow Getter in 143. Really pretty. Look how wet they look. So keeping that one. And last, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. So you have Snow, White Sand, Gold Dawn. Look at those. Beautiful. Gorgeous. You guys, now I got to figure out how many I got rid of and reorganize. Before I organize everything, we're going to count what I got rid of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. I knew I was going to declutter a lot out of here. Didn't know it was going to be that many. It still kind of hurts my heart because I really love highlighter, but it's meant to go. Okay, you guys, now we have the drawer organized. This was a little bit more of a puzzle, but I have my Jeffree Star, Beauty Bay, the Marc Jacobs palettes right here, or compacts right here. My liquid and creams are in this little container that I had brought back with me from Germany, along with my Fenty Kilowatt gel. LYS, L'Oreal, these 3. So this one's Kylie and these 2 are ColourPop, my little loose highlighters. The ones that are round and roll a little bit more, they're in here in this container just to kind of get them contained. And then my larger like round ones, I put them in front so they're kind of like encapsulated in and can't move around, because otherwise everything shifts and then I can't tell and it's a little disorganized and I just don't want to get in the drawer. But this keeps them combined into here. I've got this container that kind of keeps my smaller ones together with my Moira, my RMS, Artist Couture, Kaja. My ColourPop ones are all right here. Wet n Wild. I've got my Dior, Fenty, Flower Nose, Danessa Myricks, Iconic, REM, Kylie, and Sigma. Okay, and then we have the Glamlite Hershey's, the Anastasia Beverly Hills stacked here with the Natasha Denona, and then the loose. But for the most part, everything is pretty much like from here forward. So I have a decent amount of room in both the drawers now. I'm gonna try my hardest for them to stay this organized and not get to the point where I just don't have enough room. So far, this is what that looks like. Oh my goodness, you guys, 2 drawers worth of highlighters. And granted, I was able to make some room. I did also have to go back and count how many I started with and how many I actually got rid of, because in this second drawer, I miscounted. So in the first drawer, I had 87 highlighters and I got rid of 19. In the second drawer, I had 92 highlighters and I got rid of 33. In total, between the 2 drawers, there was 179 highlighters and I got rid of 52. That's actually a little more than a quarter of my collection. I was really surprised. I had to go back and do the math, and I didn't even think about the math on that until I was telling one of my friends. And she was like, no, you should be proud of yourself. You actually got rid of a quarter of your collection. And for me, that's hard to do. Some stuff I do receive in PR. I have had some brands reach out to me and ask if they can send me some items. But predominantly, most of the items in my collection I've purchased myself. So when I'm getting rid of items, for me, it kind of hurts my heart because I know I put some of my money into it and I don't really want to get rid of it, but I also know that it has no reason to stay in my drawers or my collection if it just doesn't get used, if it's not my favorite product, if I think another friend would enjoy it more. So as much as I'm like, ooh, we need to declutter because we need to declutter, it also hurts because I know that I put a lot of time and effort into picking up items, trying them out, reviewing them, and discussing on my channel with you guys to know what's good and what's not. Some things have stuck around for a couple seasons and some things are immediately leaving. But I feel like if I can pass it on to a friend who's gonna get some use out of it and enjoy it more than I did, I feel good about it. You guys, a quarter of my collection, I'm proud of myself. We can agree to disagree. I know that I've gotten comments in the past of, oh, you didn't declutter, you're just bragging about your collection. I get that. I can understand where someone's coming from on that. But for me, I put a lot of time and effort into this. You guys, let me know your thoughts. Are there highlighters in my collection that you've never seen before that you really enjoy? Are there highlighters I don't have in my collection or I've never tried on my channel that you think I should go and pick up and check out? Let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments. We'll have that conversation. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications, new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.